Alright, bro. Oh my gosh. Pistachios, you here?
One sec. This kid keeps on saying that he's better than me, even though he's actually buns.
And what? Or are you live streaming? Pistachios. Pistachios. Bro, let me do it again. God. I'll just go shooting. Oh. It's actually you good?
Yeah.
You wanna go to bunker? You wanna go to rig?
I have to do a 3v3 after this game.
Or is it with random kids? Somebody who was saying that you were bad? Up. Oh, bro. I should have done so. Alright. Are you gonna join back after?
Yeah.
Alright. If you need me to say anything, just invite me. Bad little hair dye.
Hey, I told you Carl was somewhere. Yeah, you're alright. How'd you know? Wow. Hey, Charlie. Doing solo Infinity Crystal Cave Run Law. Oh, yeah? Always in the street. Yeah, he is. Oh, yeah? How's work?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Oh, sorry.
You got one friend that can join us so we can play ranked zero building.
Um, yeah, but he's in a 3v3 right now.
Uh,
So hold up.
Back shots or a good career? I will pass on the back shots. I want to focus on myself. I strive for a well-organized schedule that balances work and personal life, allowing me to focus on my career goals while maintaining a healthy lifestyle. By prioritizing tasks.
In 1997, Rena Vert's life would sadly be taken by a group of girls she considered friends. Rena was a 14-year-old girl that went to Coquitlam Junior Secondary High School in Victoria, British Columbia. She was invited to a party but never came home because she was beaten and unalived by the girls that invited her. Rena's family had immigrated from India and had converted from Hinduism to Jehovah's Witness. She struggled with bullying her whole life and just wanted to fit in at school, so she started hanging out with the cool kids. Rena ended up spending some time in the foster system after those new friends convinced her that she could lie so she could come live at the foster home by making false allegations of abuse by her father. This is Nicole Cook, one of the people that Rena started hanging out with. She left her phone book at Rena's house, and Rena ended up calling some boys and spreading rumors about Nicole that her boobs were fake, her eyebrows were fake, and that she had AIDS. Nicole was upset, so she had her friend invite Rena to a party that was happening at Shoreline Middle School on November 14th, 1997. Eventually, the cops came and broke up the party, so the kids went to the Craig Flower Bridge. That's when Nicole confronted Rena about the lie she had told and ended up putting her cigarette out on Rena's head. And then, as if that was a signal, 8 kids started to viciously attack Rena. In 1997, Miss Change, let's go. This break, Miss Change, let's go. This break, Miss Change, let's go. This break.
Have you ever wondered about who's on the FBI's 10 most wanted list? This sure was born on April 13th of 1961. When he was just 14 years old, his parents divorced, and this was really hard on him and left some deep emotional scars. After Robert graduated from high school, he joined the military with goals of becoming a Navy SEAL. He was unable to reach these goals, and in 1982, he decided to leave the military. Not long after leaving the military, Robert met Mary Cooper at a church group. They only dated for a few months before getting married. They would have 2 children together. Brittany and Bobby were their 2 children, and they moved to Scottsdale, Arizona, and that's where they settled down to live. While Robert seemed to be a doting father, it was pretty well known that he had a very cruel side. Publicly, he would present himself as a God-fearing man, someone who was pursuing a Christian lifestyle. But behind the closed doors, he was often very cruel to his children and his wife. And in 1989, he even shot and killed a pit bull that he said attacked his Labrador. But when police investigated this incident, they concluded that Robert had actually started a dogfight between the two. In later interviews, his hunting buddy would come out and say that Robert had a monstrous side that he had to work very hard to keep under wraps. He would also cheat on his wife frequently, and there was even a time that Mary found out about his infidelities and she kicked him out, but he came back saying that he was a changed man and he would never do this again. In order to get back in the house, Robert sent Mary a letter saying that he couldn't live without her and he would take his own life if she didn't let him back in. So Mary did. But this didn't stop his cruel behavior, and friends would often see Robert berating Mary for simple things like forgetting salt and pepper, like he was awful to her and to his kids. But shortly after coming back and being this changed man, Robert would soon go back to his old ways. And then on April 9th of 2001, neighbors heard Robert and Mary arguing very loudly in their home. Neighbors heard this fight on April 9th from about 9:30 to 10:15 in the evening. About 45 minutes later, Robert was caught on the surveillance camera getting $280 from the ATM that was near their house. This would be the last sighting of Robert because at about 8:30 the next morning, the Fisher household exploded. After extinguishing the fire, police were able to make entrance, and that's where they found Brittany, Bobby, and Mary. Mary had been shot in the back of the head, and the children had their throats cut. Robert was nowhere to be found. Investigators found that a gas line had been cut and a candle was lit in the house, and they believe this is what caused the explosion. We'll get into more in part 2. It'll be down in the comments. Have you ever wondered about who's on the FBI's 10 most story of Robert Fisher? I'm sorry I didn't get part 2 up early. Most wanted list. This is Robert Fisher.
Excuse me. Please, can I use your phone? What happened to you? I was attacked and I don't know if he's still chasing me or not, but I just really need to use the phone. Please, can we just at least call my babysitter?
I'll call her for you. What's her number?
I don't know.
You don't know your babysitter's phone number?
No, it's on my phone. But he took it. It's everything I need is on my phone. But please, can you just call 911?
Hello? I'm with the girl that said she was attacked. She might be.
James Fuller. He's my boss. He's the one who set me up on this dinner.
Been drinking tonight?
One drink, maybe two, that's all.
In the back of the vehicle.
No, I'm sorry. I swear.
Get in the back of the vehicle. Face forward.
What am I being charged with?
Public intoxication.
But I was attacked.
They're looking into it. Here you go.
Also, I need a tampon, please.
I'll let them know. Let's go. Come on.
Excuse me. Please.
You're a freak! What's wrong with you walking up? Am I hallucinating? Is she going out with that loser? Shut up, you're right. Can you imagine? I don't want to.
Staying after to do this on my own is pretty rough. It'd be worse if someone else were here. Then I'd have to fumble through a conversation. I can tell people don't know what to do with me. If those guys had stayed, I would have just made them uncomfortable. That's why it's best for me to do this alone. I have no common interests with anyone here. If people found out what I do, they would either laugh at me or hate me, so I stay quiet. Maybe it would be better if I wasn't here at all.
You're a freak!
You a pedophile. You a pedophile.
This streamer has been live for over 200 hours without